Is your external component the Libfaac Audio Library DLL not found? I'm Sophie Chen, a Windows support engineer. I'm here to help you re-establish FAAC project links. Before the walkthrough for Libfaac Audio Library, note that a diagnostic resource for reviewing system references is linked below. This is the Libfaac Audio Library, the Freeware Advanced Audio Coder, FAAC library. It provides high-quality MPEG-4 AAC audio encoding routines. It is a common dependency for media converters and video capture software, like OBS. Missing Libfaac.dll prevents the software from exporting audio in the AAC format, often causing the application to crash when a user tries to save or render a video file. Understanding the file's role is a great start. Now let's look at replacing it. Libfaac is part of a game or graphics runtime. Install the Microsoft DirectX end-user runtime to restore legacy DirectX components, then update your GPU drivers if the file is hardware accelerated. If the redistributable repair didn't resolve the pop-up, the next logical step is to analyze the local environment for process conflicts. A standard restart allows the Windows bootloader to rescan your system directories and potentially recognize an unregistered Libfaac audio library component. Before you go, bookmark this video or click the like button. This ensures the video stays in your library so you can finish the final steps as soon as you're back at your desktop. Next, we'll move beyond the basics. If your screen hasn't changed after the restart, follow me to step 3. If you need to pause the video while your folders load, don't hesitate. If you are still seeing the error after a reboot, it indicates that the application's local file structure is damaged, so you should perform a clean reinstallation by deleting the program's hidden app data folders. This ensures that old configuration files are not blocking the new version of your DLL from being deployed by the official installer. Why are we doing this? Well, third-party libraries are often cached in temporary directories, and a clean wipe is the only way to force the software to recognize a fresh library file. As we finalize the restoration, it's important to observe standard security protocols regarding system files. Manual intervention with Libfaac Audio Library DLL is dangerous because it can overwrite newer, secure versions of the file with older, vulnerable ones. Managing these dependencies can be streamlined by using a specialized diagnostic utility to monitor your system state. The link below points to a diagnostic utility that provides information on managing Libfaac Audio Library and maintaining system stability. I'm Sophie Chen. If this engineering guide helped resolve Libfaac Audio Library dependency issues, consider subscribing so you have a trusted resource for future Windows troubleshooting.